You know going into the playoffs that you're going to face good relievers all the time. This was a game full of good relievers. How difficult is that?
Good relievers and executing the pitches. You know, I mean, sometimes they leave balls over the middle and we can do some damage, but some really tough at bats tonight. I mean, I felt like we have to grind for our pitches. You know, they came in with that reliever mindset. You know, just trying to pitch to the edge and until they need to come into the zone. You know, and they executed perfectly all of them.
The highs and lows of the playoffs are like before today's game. It's like, yeah, you got to win 1 or 2, and Padres now it's how do you deal with the highs and lows of the playoffs?
It's fun, you know, when you're winning. You know, I can tell you that. It's fun when you're 2-1 in the series or best of 7, you're 3-1. You know, you feel good, you feel comfortable. But as I said, this wasn't going to come easy, and coming into today, you know that these guys they're going to come hard. I mean, the back's against the wall, you know, and I mean, we obviously wanted this win more than anything, but we couldn't piece anything together, you know, and that's something a little unusual with our offense and the capabilities that we have. But some nights you have nights like this, and it's a bad spot in the playoffs, but we have one more game, and we're definitely looking forward to that.
This is what we're about to do on Friday, like this kind of bullpen game. Like, how do you guys combat that? How do you come out?
No, that's what they're gonna do.
I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty tough for you to. I feel like all 9 relievers pitch to weak contact the whole night, you know, or pitch to the edges and just the whole night, you know, in 2 games in a row. I feel like that's something hard to do, you know. Like sometimes our relievers are lights out for a long period of time, and on one night they can't get it together. So I feel like they're gonna leave some over the plate for us. You know, I mean, I feel like that's the way how this game goes. That's the way how baseball is. You know, it's very hard for you to paint 3 balls on the edges. You know, and yeah, it wasn't an easy one today, but they played good. They hit with runs in scoring position when they needed to, and like I said, it's just a bad time to lose, but they play good, man.
You've been in winner take all games before. Is there another level of intensity that these types of games get to?
No, intensity, I would say no, just the importance of it, you know. I mean, I just think the importance of the game just gets a little bit more important, and rightfully so, you know, like you don't have tomorrow if you lose, you know, and the winner, they have it tomorrow, you know, so I don't think the intensity is just the importance and attention to detail, focus on the little things that make us a great team, and trying to take advantage in the game, you know. I mean, if it's a third ball read or something, you know, just looking for that slight edge. And as I said, we're going to play in their place. We know how to play good there, and it's going to be a fun one.
And having you on the mound, that's got to be a little bit of a comforting feeling.
I thought you mean you as in me. I wasn't going to pitch. Well, yeah, he's the one, you know. He's a veteran and a guy that's very experienced. Played so much in Japan, played so much here, has so many success, and pitched good the first time, you know. And I mean, I feel like if we can give him a little comfort early on, would be nice, you know. These guys today, they give the bullpen a nice lead, you know, and we start off hitting on Friday, you know, so hopefully we have the ability to do that.
Like the Padres, all the momentum coming back into San Diego, does it feel still that way, or is it just all even when you guys are going?
Listen, you lose, you go home, you know, and that's the sad reality of it, you know, and I can tell you one thing, no one in here is looking forward to that, you know, and no one was prepared to go back to LA, you know, and I think that's a really good mindset that we had coming into today. I'm gonna say it again, man. They played good, man. They played solid pitching. I mean, the bullpen. I mean, go back and look at the game. I mean, they pitched really well, and as I said, timely hits are clutch in the playoffs. And I don't know if we could have done much different, to be honest. You know, we wanted to win, but it was a good game by them.
How much do you allow yourself to think about that possibility right now that if you guys don't win on Friday, you know, that would be it?
No,
Is that pressure that you welcome?
I don't think we should think about that at all. You know, don't put any added pressure, any added stress, any added worry. No, just show up and play for each other. You know, I mean, big situation with Joe. You know, Joe is hurt and put his arm on the line for us. You know, so sucks that he can't help the boys out. But I mean, we ain't play for ourselves, play at least for him. You know, and it's we're looking forward to it. And as I said, we weren't prepared to play another game, and I think that was a good mindset that we had. But they played good and just play for each other. You know, and as I said, just get back to base hits. You know, and I think that's the biggest key for us. Sometimes in playoffs you tend to do a little too much because you want to be the one that hits the 3-run homer or hits 2-run homer, hit the grand slam with no one on base. You know, that doesn't exist. So just sometimes you try to do a little too much, but I think we gotta get back to who we are, and that should be key.